Alright everybody, I'm out here doing some metal detecting again. This is an old spot that I've been to a long time ago. Only one time I found some silver and some old coins. I don't think I even made videos yet then. That's how long ago this was. And I'm just walking in here. It's so overgrown now, I don't even remember where the foundation is. I thought it was further down that way where I left my bag. But I know the foundation that I hunted was up here on the hill further. I think it was actually a barn now that I look at the pictures. But anyway, I'm just trying to figure out how to get up there and swinging along the way. I found a piece of a horseshoe right there. And right here I was going to go that way, but I'm still swinging along the way, and I just got like I think it was like a 67 to 72. Let me swing over it again. Not that any of you care, but just for my own reference. Oh, now it's hitting way higher. 92. Okay. Pop the plug, and because it was in the 60s when I first swung, it sounded really nice, but it was in the 60s. I thought, well, I'm going to pop it. It might be a penny. At least I'll know if I'm on the right path, you know. But I just popped it, and that is silver. That is old black silver. Look at that. It is thin. This is the second thing that I've dug since I've been here. This house site, it's a house site, I should mention. And it goes back to, oh no, where's my water? This is a house site, by the way. It goes back to at least 1862, according to the maps. I'm not going to be able to, I'm going to spray this off and then I'll get back to you and show you what it is. Alright, I just sprayed it off and I cannot even freaking believe it. I just got sat down. My second target here is a seeded dime. The old style too. I can't read that date, but oh, nuts. That's just unfreaking believable. Oh, it's got the arrows. I can see that. So that's an older seeded dime. That's crazy. My second target here, and I can't even figure out how to get to where I want to go. That was just luck. I mean, the machine, I don't know, gave me a decent tone, but you know, I just dig things, and that's what I get. That's just crazy. Well, I'm just going to swing wherever I can, I guess, because I don't know where the old foundation is. The house, according to the picture, was further down there, but up here was like a barn, and that's where I hunted the first time I ever came here. I found a merc and some old coins, so that's kind of where I was headed. When I saw how overgrown it was, I thought about just turning around and going to a park, because I really don't like doing this anymore, all this thick stuff like I used to. It's just, you know, you got to cover yourself in bug sprays, just like toxic chemicals basically, and it's still no guarantee. And plus there's bees, there's poison ivy. It's just, this summertime weed whacking sucks. But as you can see, it is worth it. If you want to put the effort into it, you're gonna find stuff, because most people don't want to do this. All right, I'll get back to you if I find something else. Okay, right here I was getting a 37. Turns out to be inside of a pocket watch. That's pretty cool. I'm definitely on the right spot here, even though I just randomly happened into it. I think the house was more down that way, but maybe this was like their sort of backyard. I don't know. I'm finding stuff, so I'm just kicking the plants down and swinging where I can. That was a 95, 2 inches deep. First I thought it was like something off of like a, I don't know, industrial, like a car or a tractor. I think it's a compact. See how it's got design on it. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, there's the hinge. Something in here. Yeah, that's a compact. I don't know if I can get that baby open. Sure enough. That's pretty cool. The mirror's broke. Wow, there's still like cloth or paper in there or something. Look at that. That's amazing. For how old it's got to be. This house was gone in like the 1940s, I think. Wow. Awesome. Alright, I'll let you know when I find something else. I just dug something that I had to stop myself from screaming because there's people down there across the creek messing around. I'm trying to be quiet up here. I just dug an aluminum can back here. It was like an 85. And over here it was like an 85 to 97 or something. It was all over the place. I popped it out. Do you know what that's gonna be? I know already. Holy shit. I've never dug a pair of these in my life. That is gonna be silver paratrooper wings or whatever it is. Oh my lord. That is exactly what that is. That is a World War II paratrooper pin. That is incredible. It is very heavy. It is definitely solid silver. Oh my god, that is like a bucket list thing. I've seen people dig them on YouTube videos, but I never thought I'd find a pair. I love World War II memorabilia. That is awesome. That beats the seated dime. There's going to be a maker's mark on there somewhere. That is incredible. Yep. Can't tell what it says, but amazing. Like I said, I think this house was gone in by the late 1940s, so this was like probably, this was dropped later in the life of the house. That is incredible. That is a bucket list item. Alright, I'll get back to you if I find anything else. I just dug a 45 right here and got a pocket knife. It's a nice little relic. Okay, I just found this thing that was coming up as a 96. It's copper or brass. No idea what that would have been from. Alright, right here I got a target I'll show you. Actually, I think it's something huge though. Should have checked that first, I guess. But I think it's a false alarm, but I'll let you know if it's something good. Alright, as you can see there, it's a brass harness ring probably from like, horse tack. So it's not a piece of trash, it's still cool. Alright folks, well that's it for today. I'm gonna head on out of here. I'm not gonna push it too hard. It's hot and gross out here today and everything's so grown up. You really sweat your butt off doing this. I'll save the rest of this for later. I'm gonna have to come back in the winter time when this is all dead and really hit this place good. There's a lot of stuff here. Alright. Oh, I gotta go. I hear the ice cream truck. Alright, I'm just gonna go over this stuff real quick, because I didn't find a whole lot exciting besides those other two finds. Found that pocket knife. It's roached as always. There's a shield on it, but there's no name on it. Pocket watch innards, whatever this thing was. Big brass cap off of something maybe. Rang up like a 95. And also, so did this. It was like a 98 or something. I don't know. Big brass harness ring. This is like a canopy slide. It's a lot like a parasol slide, but it's just, for a canopy instead, a lot bigger. So that was kind of cool. I find those every once in a while. This is a lead seal of some type. I don't see anything on it as far as words. The camera's not focusing right now. There we go. Just a lead seal. Back of a tie tack or something like that. I think it's broken. Just a little sewing button. Probably zinc. Whatever this little brass thing is. Not really sure. Another little brass ring of some type. This compact, it is really cool. I'm gonna see if I can put that in lemon juice maybe and clean it up even more. See that like red enamel in there? That is really cool. The hinge kind of didn't break, but there was like a steel pin inside of the brass hinge and it just sheared off when I opened it. When I opened it, you could still smell the powder. It's amazing how clean the inside is. And this thing has to be 50 years old at least, laying in the dirt. There's still paint inside. There was still the foam like powder thing, for putting it on your face. It was still in there, just very deteriorated, of course. This is like double-sided tape or something that was holding the mirror. I had to throw the mirror away because it was completely shattered. But the compact itself is really cool looking. If I can clean it up more to make it look brass again and still keep the red enamel intact, that'll look pretty awesome. And of course, the two stars of the show there. The seated dime is 1853. It has arrows. That's pretty amazing. That was my second target there. And this beats the dime. A set of World War II Paratrooper wings. I never thought I'd find a pair of these. That is just incredible. It's a shame the pin's broken off. But I'm still just in shock that I found these. That's just amazing. I collect military stuff and I've never owned a pair of these. They're pretty expensive. These are sterling silver. I gotta look up that mark on the back and see how common they are, or if they're anything rare. I mean, they're rare because they're paratrooper wings already, but yeah, I'm just amazed by those. All right, there you have it. That's the finds. All right, well, that's it for this hunt. Hopefully, I don't know if I'll get back there or not. Everything's so grown up now. That was really hard to hunt. I'd rather hit it in the wintertime, but we'll see. All right, thanks for watching, everybody.